Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. Okay, this video is a week late, but better late than never. We are going to do a fun water decal set. I haven't done water decals in quite a while, especially on video. So I will show you that process. We're going to use these two beautiful cat eyes from Born Pretty. And I'm going to start off with the really pretty blue one. I do not remember what the name of this one is, but I will have it linked. I did purchase these myself. So yeah, we're going to do the first layer, and I'm just going to put a layer on and then cure it. We won't do the magnet until the second layer, and you're gonna have fun watching me struggle with that. Sorry if I'm really congested. The smoke here is thick. I mean, like, I can smell it in the air. You can see it. It is horrendous, but at least it is not 95 degrees today like it has been the last 3 days. We get a nice little break today. We have some wind in, so hopefully that will take some of the smoke out, because ew, I'm very not, my like sinuses are not enjoying it at all. So if I sniffle like 1,000 times, that's why. Sorry for that. And I meant to post this video last week, but things have been crazy. My youngest son, he's not here. He's in Washington with his dad right now visiting, but he does start school. So I've been trying to get his homeschool set up. And then plus I have the grandkids. So it's been a lot. Yeah. So that is why this video is a little bit delayed getting out, even though I had it done like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, so now we're going to magnetize this layer. I'm just going to go in and kind of clean up around the cuticles, even though I didn't really get anything there. It's like a habit thing from dip nails so long, I think. Anyway, so I'm basically just trying to do the, ooh, what do you call this? The velvet, I think is what it's called. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to get all the particles to be in the center of the nail. It looks really cool. It's my favorite look with a cat eye. Not that I've really totally played around much. So I really need to play with these more and find more. There's so many different things you can do with cat eye. I got that magnetized, and then I flash cured for about 15 seconds just to set it in place. If you let it sit, I think, at least I've heard, I've never tried, I always just flash cure right away, but the magnetic particles will kind of disperse a little bit and it will ruin the look. So you want to flash cure right away before moving on to the next nail. And now I'm doing the next nail, and I'm going to get this one coated, magnetized, and flash cured, and then we will move on to the other color that I'm going to do slightly differently. And I will explain that in a second when we get there. In the meantime, I do have some good news. Nailzinacoffin has reopened. I don't know if I've mentioned that in any of my previous videos. I think she reopened about like within the last month. Super excited about that. I am working with her again, which I am thrilled about. So I am going to, in honor of that, use some decals from her company that I still have. Unfortunately, they're not available because she is kind of starting fresh. I know she has some images still from last time she was open, but as far as I could see on the website, these are not them, but she has some amazing fall and Halloween designs. Highly recommend going and checking those out. I'm not sure what the code is. It's probably changed since last time she was open, so I will double check, and if there is a discount code, I will definitely have that linked in the description. Either way, super excited. I'm so glad she's back. I was hoping that she would return. I know she needed to take a break for, personal reasons. We all have those. And I wasn't sure if she was going to come back, but I'm so happy, because I haven't even really been doing decals very much because I was so sad when she had to close for a while, because I love her decals, and I didn't really, I mean, I have other decals from other companies. I do use them sometimes, but there are so many reasons that hers are my favorite. and we will talk about those reasons and why I highly recommend Nailzinacoffin when we get to the decal part, which will be to here in a little bit. But I'm going to explain what I'm doing under the decals. So this is just a plain white gel. I'm only going to do one layer of this. And if you guys have used white gel, I mean, I'm sure there's brands that are fantabulous and you don't have to manipulate and mess with them, but it can be really streaky. So I was having some trouble. I did not make you guys watch me do the other finger. I just did that one off camera because it was just too much. So now I'm going to take that silver cat eye and I'm going to do a layer of the silver cat eye, just one layer, and I'm going to magnetize it the same way I did the other two nails, where I'm kind of trying to get all the particles to the center of the nail. And then I will flash cure that and then do the other one. I can't remember if I do that one on camera or off, but that is what I'm doing right now. And I really need to get another one of these because I have been using this stuff so much in so many different like practice nails and just kind of playing with it, because you can do so many cool looks with this, especially with like jelly colors. It is awesome. And I never thought to try a cat eye under decals, but I'm telling you guys, this turned out so good. I might have to do it like this way forever. I don't know if I will or not, but I just could not get over how stunning it turned out. So I'm happy with that one, flash curing that one. And I guess I am going to show you guys this one. So I'm going to do this one, and then there is one final step. I'm not going to leave the cat eye as like the last layer. I am going to do a layer of milky white over it. Unfortunately, I only have I have a milky white from Born Pretty, but it is a little bit more opaque than I wanted. I wanted something way more sheer. So I do have a one-step gel from Dipalicious that I got a long time ago. That's actually still good. I had a black too, but the black went very bad, but the white was still good. So I used the white, and it's such a sheer white that I can put it over this and it kind of gives it a little more whiteness, but kind of doesn't. I don't know how necessary it was, but either way, that is what I'm going to do after I'm done with this and get these cured for a full 60 seconds. Before I go in with the next layer, always cure for the full time, whatever that is for me. I don't care what the bottle says. It's always 60 seconds, period. I almost went to do the thumb, and then I was like, wait, what am I doing? I do the thumb, but I do it off camera. So, and not for a reel. I just do it off camera. I haven't even I literally deleted all of my shorts / reels because I'm not very good at the angles and the aesthetics of it. Like with full videos, I don't really feel like aesthetics are super important. I don't know why. It's just I watch videos where people are a hot mess and I feel like I relate to them because I'm a hot mess. But when it comes to shorts and reels, I feel like I need to up my aesthetic game maybe a little bit. Or plus I never know, do I talk or do I put writing down or do I just put music and let you guys guess what I'm doing? I mean, you can see what I'm doing, but I don't know how to go about them. The ones I have posted in the past, I'm not going to say all of them. I'm oh, I wish I never would have posted that. I'm so disappointed. But I'm not going to say that I love them and I'm ooh, these deserved so many more views than they got. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't even know what I mean. But anyway, let's get into the decals. So I'm going to do these beautiful butterflies. I believe these are called Elaine from, shoot. It's a book. Acor. A Court of Thorns and Roses. God. Anyway, that's what these were inspired, inspiration of. Anyway, these decals are definitely over a year old. That much I can say for I want to say a fact, but gosh, I don't feel like I should say that. I'd have to go back and look at when I bought them, but they've got to be at least a year old. In fact, I'm going to go do that real quick. Okay, first of all, I apologize. My grandson is here, so he may be a little loud in the background at times. He's actually being really good and really quiet, but if you hear him, you know, he's a kid. I'm not going to tell him he can't talk. So, I did try and go look. So she closed in December of 2024. So she didn't close for a full year, thank God. As far as when I got these, I would have to imagine it was definitely before September of last year or right around there. I didn't feel like I have so many orders from her. Plus, you know, she would send me stuff, and so that those would come through in emails. I just didn't feel like going through and looking at all of them. But I'm going to say these are about a year old, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. So give or take. And they still were held up just fine. So as far as application, I am going in with some Protein Bond from Young Nails. So any gel primer, the sticky, not dehydrator, but primer, will work for this. Now, if you do not use gel or you avoid gel like the plague, or just want a good alternative, Nailzinacoffin has a great sticky base. It's almost like a air dry foil glue is what I would compare it to. And it's really good. It goes on white, turns clear when it's dry, and the hold is amazing. For me, this is just, it's here. I use it anyway. It's easier. I do have the Nailzinacoffin sticky base, and I do highly recommend it. I'm only using this because it's out on my desk. Like, I was already using it during the prep process and all of that stuff. So prep for my full cover tips, not anything else. Anyway, and then I do usually use this before I put on my gel top coat. So there is a lot of different options. You can also, if you don't have the Nailzinacoffin sticky base, which I think it's pretty affordable, so I highly recommend it. But if you don't have it, Maniology sticky base would work. Any air dry foil glue, a gel foil glue. Gel base to me is a little bit too on the wetter side versus sticky side. So I have not had good luck with that, but I know a lot of people that do. So that's always an option as well. So anyway, I soaked the decal in the water for about 30 seconds, and then I place it on my nail where I want it. The nice thing about the Protein Bond is if I get it somewhere I don't want it, I can peel it up a little bit and kind of move it. And then I just took a wood stick, but you can really take anything that's not going to rip the decal. These still are very fragile. You do not want to go in ripping them. And I just kind of flattened it out, especially towards the sidewalls and the cuticle area, so that it would tuck in there really nicely. And now I am just cutting the excess off of the free edge and like the sides of the free edge. I guess that's the free edge. Anyway, I was trying to cut the excess off from my cuticle area, but I just cannot manipulate these scissors back there. And the last thing I want to do is cut my skin. So I'm going to take the wood stick. I dipped it in the water. You can use acetone. I prefer water, or alcohol works as well. But you basically just kind of have to, it just kind of melt off if you just put a little bit of pressure where you want it to come off and it's wet with something. Water works fine. I'm telling you guys, water is great. Now that I've done that and I've peeled away any of the excess that I don't want on my skin, I'm going to go in with acetone. I'm going to put on this brush. This is kind of a throwaway brush for me. And this is why. This is my main reason I love Nailzinacoffin decals. And yes, I've tried this with other decals, and no, it does not work. I haven't tried it with all the ones out there, but all the ones I have. You just basically coat the nail in it. You don't want to soak it. You're just like dabbing it on there. And then once it's dry, just go in with your fingers and you can literally flatten everything out so nicely. Get rid of any ridges. I mean, there's still going to be a tiny bit of wrinkling. That's not anything to say bad about the decals or any decals, for instance. But this is a flat object going on a curved nail. You can only manipulate it so much. And if you overwork it too much, you will rip them. It's not necessary. Once you go in with the gel base and gel top coat or dip top coat, you're not really going to see any of those little tiny wrinkles. Like you guys you can't even tell in the pictures. So yeah, I did all the cleanup on that one off camera since I had done it on the first one on camera. And then I had this great idea to like put this one on the thumb. It actually turned out really good, especially in the light. And I do have a little video at the end of this that I popped in to show you guys like what these looked like out in the sun with the cat eye underneath the decal and with the decal over the dark nail. And I'm actually glad that I added this. I think it turned out so good. Obviously it's not as vibrant as it actually is because I did put it over a dark nail, but it actually, I don't know, it turned out really good. So I'm really excited about this. It looked good. I'm really excited to start doing decals again all the time. I've missed them so much. I don't know why. I could have been doing them this whole time, but I don't know. I think I was just sad. But I'm doing them now. She's back. I'm back. Decals are going to be a thing. I am going in with gel base coat, and I'm doing this to really protect those decals. I don't want to go in with just a top coat. I really want to have both. And I've already top coated the 2 cat eye nails that I didn't put decals over. So those are already done and taken care of. I did not put a gel base on there. I use a primer instead because it's a lot thinner of a product. And I would rather keep things as thin as I possibly can versus adding a bunch of layers. So if I don't have to add the layers, I'm not going to add the layers. And you can see right here, like the way I'm holding my ring finger, you can already see that cat eye shining through the decal. The ring finger turned out way better than the middle finger. The middle finger turned out good too, but the cat eye just wasn't popping as much. It was popping a lot on the wings when I would turn the finger, but that's probably more to do with where I specifically got the magnetic particles versus where I got them on the ring finger, and the ring finger just turned out better. So anyway, I did want to just mention really quick, if you are a dip top coat person and you don't use gel, I would suggest there's a couple options. Instead of going in with acetone to like smooth everything out, go in with activator, smooth everything out, and then you can go straight in with your top coat. I've done that several times. It works just fine. Just be really careful when you're wiping the activator with the lint-free wipe like you do before you add the top coat, because if you're too aggressive with the lint-free wipe, you can ruin the decal. The other option is to clear coat after you get your decal all laid and like all the wrinkles smoothed out. Do a clear coat and then go in with your dip top coat. That's another option. So that's it. We are done. We got all the decals on. Everything is done. Love them. So pretty. I'm just right now admiring I just love cat eyes. They're so pretty. So now it is time for cuticle oil. That is the other bonus with Nailzinacoffin being open. As soon as I can, I'm going to stock up on more cuticle oils because hers definitely have been my favorite that I have ever tried. I had quite a few when she closed, but I worked my way through all of them, and now I am completely out. So yeah, I'm excited to stock up on those again because they're so good. I may try to like only get a couple at a time versus like 8, because then I get a little overwhelmed and there's just too many options. So minimize the options. So yeah, we're done. I'm about to show you guys these in the sun here in a minute. Hopefully I can get through the rest of this because somebody is getting a little bit loud. So yeah, there they are. Look at that cat eye under the decal. That just turned out so good. And even the thumb turned out really good, even though it's over a darker color, which typically you want decals over a white or a really like light color. So I just wanted to, again, thank you guys so much for being here, supporting my channel. As always, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.